Does true love always begin with something grand? Is it always fireworks, a glorious confession, or promises spoken loudly before the world? Or does true love sometimes begin with something so simple? A glance, a bottle of water tossed across the floor, the sound of rain falling when you least expect it? That night, the world fell silent. Because after years of nothing but speculation, after years of piecing together stolen glances, whispered words, and unspoken silence, Xiao Zhan finally spoke. He opened his heart and confessed to the world. The very first day, he fell in love with Wang Yibo. Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop World. Today, we dive into a story that didn't just shake the entertainment industry, but also stirred millions of hearts. This is the beginning, the confession, the love we never thought would be revealed with such honesty. It all started during what was supposed to be a simple interview. A relaxed sit-down, meant only to talk about Xiao Zhan's upcoming projects. No one expected it. No one was prepared that this day would carve history. The host, with an innocent tone, asked a harmless question. What has been the most defining moment in your career? A simple question, one that could be answered with stories of debut, awards, or success. But Xiao Zhan paused. A soft smile touched his lips. He lowered his head for a moment, then looked straight at the camera. And with a voice low, steady, trembling with emotion, he said, "There was a day when my whole world changed. Not because of fame, not because of success, but because of him. That day I realized I loved Wang Yibo." The studio froze. Silence filled the air. The cameras zoomed in, catching the glimmer in his eyes. And with those words alone, the internet broke. Hashtags like #OurBeginning, #Xiao Zhan Confession, and #Forever shot to the very top of the trending list. But what truly shocked the world was the detail he revealed next. The exact memory, the ordinary day when everything changed. Xiao Zhan said it wasn't during a performance. It wasn't during some grand gesture. No, it was just an ordinary afternoon on set. Everyone was exhausted. The director had lost his patience, scolding the team harshly. The room was tense, heavy, and there, at the edge of the stage, sat Wang Yibo, quiet, observing. Then suddenly, he did something Xiao Zhan never forgot. He tossed him a bottle of water. The cap had already been loosened. The bottle slid across the floor, straight into Xiao Zhan's hands. Startled, he looked up, and there they were, Wang Yibo's eyes. Calm, defiant, quietly amused. Xiao Zhan's voice cracked slightly when he recalled it. That smile cut through everything. I was tired, angry, frustrated. But when he smiled at me, the world became quiet. In that moment, I knew he was not just a colleague, not just a friend. He was the one. That was the beginning. So small, so subtle, yet eternal. From then on, Xiao Zhan began noticing everything about Wang Yibo. The way he tapped his fingers when deep in thought. The way he could sit in silence, but still notice everything. The way he appeared cold to others, yet revealed the softest gestures when no one was looking. There was one night when filming ended late. Everyone had gone home, but Yibo stayed. Xiao Zhan was struggling with the scene, frustration weighing him down. Yibo sat quietly beside him. He didn't say much. He simply handed Xiao Zhan his script and whispered, "Try again. I'll be here." That was all he needed. No grand declarations. No fiery passion. Just quiet loyalty. Silent understanding. The assurance that no matter how loud the world roared against them, Yibo would always be there. But then came the rain. The moment that sealed it forever. Xiao Zhan described it with trembling honesty. A rehearsal stretched long into the night. Suddenly, the sky broke open. Rain poured down, merciless, drenching the entire set. Everyone ran for cover. Everyone, except Wang Yibo. He stayed, sitting still, his hair dripping, his eyes locked on Xiao Zhan. At first I thought he was just being stubborn, Xiao Zhan recalled with a bittersweet smile. But then, I realized, he was waiting for me. He would not leave until I did. And so, Xiao Zhan walked into the rain. Slowly, deliberately, he stood beside Yibo, shoulder to shoulder. No words exchanged, no laughter, just silence as the storm fell around them. "That was it," Xiao Zhan whispered. "That was the day my heart thundered louder than the rain. That was the day I fell in love with Wang Yibo." The world reacted instantly. Fans sobbed. Edits flooded TikTok, layering Xiao Zhan's voice over old clips. Water bottles tossed across the floor. Stolen glances, two silhouettes standing quietly in the rain. One fan wrote, "I've supported them from day one. To know it began with something so pure makes me believe in love again." Another wrote, "Not all love begins with fire. Some begins with rain, and it is stronger because of it." And then came Wang Yibo's answer. While the world held its breath, he responded in his own way. Hours after the interview aired, he posted a single photo. Just one, rain streaking down a window. No caption, no explanation. But fans knew. They knew. That was his answer, his confirmation, his way of saying, "Yes, I remember. That was our beginning too." The post shattered records in minutes. Millions of comments flooded in. Screams, tears, vows of loyalty. But behind the joy, the industry panicked. Executives whispered. Contracts, sponsorships, public image. Some said Xiao Zhan's confession was reckless, dangerous, career-ending. But his team released just one defiant statement. "Love is not a scandal. Love is a beginning." That single line trended worldwide. And with it, Xiao Zhan carved their love into history. It wasn't just a confession. It was defiance. It was devotion. It was a symphony of silence and rain. Xiao Zhan's love was no longer a secret. It was no longer a rumor pieced together by fans. It was truth, spoken aloud, eternal. And Wang Yibo's silent photo spoke louder than any press conference could. Their love is not fireworks that burn bright and fade. It is rain, soft, steady, eternal. As one fan beautifully said, their beginning wasn't fireworks. It was rain, and rain is what makes the earth bloom. So what do you think? Does true love always begin with grand gestures? Or can it be found in the quietest moments? In a smile, in a bottle of water, in the rain? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk about it together.